Welcome to the PCFL show. It was a great week 2 with a lot of action. In addition to our week 2 highlights, we've also got a couple other segments, so stay tuned. The PCFL show is brought to you in part by MD Concepts. For all your design needs, call 916-747-9255. Also by HostedSports.com, the only one-stop place for all sports on the web. Be sure to like the PCFL Facebook page and PCFL show links and share those links so we can get more friends, family, and fans involved with their local teams. Also, check out the PCFL Media channel on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/PCFL Media. Also, check out thepcfl.com for more information. Welcome to the PCFL Show 2012 Week 2. We've got highlights from Week 2 games, previews for Week 3, and let's start it off with a question from Angry Mike's mailbox. This week's question comes from Sean Currington of the Roseville Bears. Sean asks, do you think the winner of the PCFL Championship will have a shot at the national title now that we're 3A? Absolutely, Sean. We've got a very competitive league from top to bottom. Many factors go into the ranking systems, and strength of schedule is one of them. If our champion has a good enough record to be high in the rankings, then I think we have a great chance of playing in either the MLFN Winter Spring National Championship game or the MLFN Sunset Bowl that's hosted as a part of the Minor League Championship Series event in Las Vegas. Thanks, Sean, for the question, and everyone keep the questions coming to pcflmedia@gmail.com. Over the last week and a half, 2 of our teams have lost former players. Let's take a moment to remember them. It was steady rain all evening and a scoreless first half. In the third quarter, the Bears got on the board when number 26 Marzette Davis rushes in for the touchdown. The extra point was wide right, no good. And on the ensuing possession, the Bears' Kenny Jones picks it off and almost takes it all the way. And a few plays later, the fade to number 3, Derek Howard for the touchdown. The Bears opt to go for 2 this time, but the War Angels stop them. The next possession, the Bears pin the War Angels back, and the War Angels go to punt, but whistles stop the play. And it's ruled the punter stepped out of bounds. It's a safety. And on the next War Angel possession, they're pinned back deep in the end zone, and Charles York comes in, takes down the quarterback for another safety. The War Angels couldn't get anything going, and special teams proved costly to them. The Bears went to punt in the fourth quarter, and Eric Brest took the bad snap and took off running. And that sealed the win. The Bears knelt on it from there, and your final score, Bears 16, War Angels 0. On the opening possession, the Heat go 3 and out. The Chiefs then march 60 yards with the help of this 23-yard run by Tejan Sorrell. The Heat defense holds, and it sets up this 28-yard field goal by Naveed Nayakin. On the next possession, quarterback Ben Weaver shows his scrambling ability with this 26-yard gain. The Chiefs get the ball back, and on 3rd and 8, quarterback Vic Tildesley hits Alan Farinacci for the touchdown. The point after was no good. The Heat get the ball back, and on 3rd and long, Justin Christensen and Fred White sack the quarterback. Turnovers would plague the Heat all day as Lee Dunn comes down with this pick. The Heat defense holds again with this sack of Tildesley, which sets up a 33-yard field goal by Naveed Nayakin. The Heat offense answers back as Weaver starts hitting his receivers, moving the ball down the field. But this interception by Stephen Cato ends the drive. Jumping to the third quarter, Tildesley hits Farinacci for another touchdown pass. The point after was no good, and on the ensuing possession, another Stephen Cato interception derails the drive. The Chiefs can't capitalize, going 3 and out, and the Heat get the ball back. Mahir Tyson gets this sack, and then the Heat start moving the ball again. With the offense moving the ball close to scoring range, the Chiefs turn up the heat on the Heat. Early in the fourth, Stephen Cato picks off his third interception for the day, killing another Heat drive. With the Chiefs pinned deep in their own territory, running back Javon Carrington busts a big one to give him some breathing room. But a Chiefs fumble kills any momentum, and the ball's recovered by Alex Cortez. More Heat miscues as Ron Downing is picked off by Eric Rapier, who takes it all the way back for a touchdown. And the Chiefs scoring is capped off with this touchdown pass to Jay Brown. And your final score, Chiefs 30, Heat nothing. The Hurricane defense came out determined. That led to the Hurricanes getting on the board with this touchdown pass from Ronnie Small to Marquise Foster. The two-point attempt was no good, and the Hurricanes are up 6-0. Midway through the second quarter, the Barnstormers answer back with this 16-yard touchdown run by Dante Mills. Kevin Friedman kicks the point after through, and the Barnstormers are up by 1. The Hurricanes answer back as Ronnie Small hits Dwayne Smart for the touchdown. The Hurricanes go for 2 and make it an even 14. Kevin Friedman hits on this short field goal, making it a 14-10 ball game. The end of the third, the Hurricanes were driving when the ball is picked by Chad Kakabine. This set up a Barnstormer drive, resulting in this touchdown pass from Will Kilday to Nick Breland. The point after is good, but the Barnstormers weren't done yet. Later in the fourth, Will Kilday hits Nick Breland again for their second touchdown. The Hurricanes come back and score this touchdown with 1:21 left in the game. They go for 2, but it falls incomplete, and the ball doesn't bounce their way on the squib kick. Your final score, Barnstormers 23, Hurricanes 20. The PCFL show is brought to you in part by Graves Video Production. Capture life's great moments. Go to gravesvideo.net. Also in part by Sweet 51 Video Productions, official videographer for the West Valley Wolves.
You are watching the PCFL show with your host, Angry Mike.
The Knights came out with a balanced attack, mixing it up, trying to keep the Wolves on their heels. Runs like this from Tay Barbary and passes like this from John Russell to Jason McAlope puts the Knights in great position to score. Angelo Jeffrey takes it in for the touchdown. The point after is blocked, and the Knights are up 6-0. Led by John Russell's passing attack, the Knights continue to mix it up and score on this draw play to Jerome Johnson, who takes it all the way for the touchdown. The Knights go for 2, but it's bobbled as it goes out of bounds. No good. The Knights were in the red zone again when Gary Johnson comes through, knocks the ball up in the air, and it's recovered by Michael Hogan, who takes it 86 yards for the touchdown. The extra point's good, and your score's 12-7 Knights. Later in the second quarter, a wide receiver screen from Teddy Anderson to Jason Winter goes for 61 yards and the touchdown. The point after is good, and the Wolves go into the half with a 14-12 lead. In the third quarter, the Knights come out and continue their aerial assault against the Wolves' defense. They score on this touchdown throw from John Russell to Tony Duplessis, and the extra point's good. Later in the third quarter, running back Antoine Williams takes it up the middle and goes 34 yards for the touchdown. The point after is no good, leaving it a 1-point ball game. Late in the fourth quarter, the Knights continue driving down the field. Quarterback John Russell finished the day 16 of 20 for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. With 50 seconds left on the clock, the Knights take the lead with this Angelo Jeffrey touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good, and your final score, NorCal Knights 27, Wolves 20. The combination running of Alay Dupree and Alan Webster helped take the Stallions 57 yards to set up a 30-yard field goal attempt by Anthony Gagliano. The field goal was wide right, leaving it scoreless. Later in the second quarter, the Fury are in scoring position, ending it with a 3-yard touchdown run by Kyle Williams. Nick Whitaker hits the extra point, and your score is 7-0. The Fury attempt to put more points on the board, but a great play by Bobby Madu and the defense holds the Fury to a 35-yard field goal. The Stallions try to put together a drive, but this pass attempt is picked off by the Fury. But the first play is a Fury fumble and a Stallions recovery. Both defenses were stingy, and with the Fury knocking on the door again, the Stallions managed to hold them to another 25-yard field goal by Nick Whitaker. The Stallions started to drive and had some success moving the ball on the ground. But unfortunately, they couldn't finish it off, and the drive stalled at the 18. The Fury then go into ground and pound mode with hard running behind Kimby Drayton and Kyle Williams. The Fury offense as a whole finished off with 200 yards rushing on the day. And your final score? Fury 13, Stallions nothing. The opening drive was the start of things to come for the Giants as number 8 Marquez Shaw's pass was intercepted. The Outlaws, however, couldn't take advantage as 3 plays later, running back Terrence Williams fumbles and it's recovered by the Giants. Running back Hannibal Jones has a big 15-yard run to get the ball into the red zone. And quarterback Javon Cherry takes it the rest of the way for the touchdown. They go for 2, and Javon takes it in again. The Outlaws go 3 and out. The Giants get the ball back, and Robert Jones takes it up the middle for 25 yards. The drive stalls, and the Outlaws hold them on 4th down. The Outlaws take advantage of an aggressive Giants defense with this screenplay. And Terrence Williams takes it the distance for the touchdown. With time running out in the 4th, the Giants throw the ball up, and it's picked by the Outlaws. Next play, the Outlaws hit the slant and take it to the house. And your final score? East Bay Outlaws 12, Golden State Giants 8. Let's take a look at our performers of the week.
You're watching the PCFL show.
Now let's get to the previews. The teams from last year's championship game are two very different teams this year. The Heat defense is playing okay despite being put in bad positions, but the offense is not clicking as they have yet to really establish themselves. The War Angels are 1-1 and seem to rely heavily on Curtis Berry for their offensive output. Can they find balance? The War Angels take on the Reading Heat, Shasta College this Saturday, 6:30 p.m. kickoff, sponsored by Reading Sports Therapy. The Bears are 2-0 thanks to a solid defense that's pitched 2 shutouts in 2 weeks. They take on a Stallion team similar in the sense that the defense is the strong point, but the offense needs to find consistency. Here's the Stallions' Deshaun McGregor on that.
You just got to hold on to the ball. I mean, if you look, we had a lot of good plays that was down the field. You just got to keep control of the ball, you know what I'm saying? They're working hard just as well as the defense. We just got to all work together as a team.
The Stallions take on the Bears, Del Oro High School, 5 o'clock kickoff, sponsored by Car Deal Auto Sales. Go to choosecardeal.com. The Wolves and the Barnstormers are both 1-1 and have similar situations. Their offenses are balanced and their D is solid. There's room for improvement in execution for both teams. Whoever can tighten things up first ought to win this game. The Barnstormers return to Hollister this Saturday as they take on the Wolves at San Benito High School. 2 o'clock kickoff, sponsored by Stubby's Bar and Grill. The Chiefs bounced back big in Week 2. They took advantage of the opportunities they were unable to in Week 1. Can they keep it up for Week 3? The Fury come into this game 2-0 based around a strong D and a strong running game. Here's D lineman Matt Davis on how they prepare for this week's game.
Same way we prepare every week. Hard work, get everybody to practice, and show up ready to play.
The Chiefs take on the Fury, Rio into High School, 6 o'clock kickoff, sponsored by Got Stickums. Immortalize your favorite athlete today. Go to GotStickums.com. The Giants take on the Knights in a battle of the Bay. The Giants' offense is based around a strong running game, while their defense is a solid, swarming unit. Will they be able to match up against a balanced Knights offense that can strike as easily on the ground as they can through the air? The Giants take on the Knights this Saturday, 1 o'clock at Castlemont, sponsored by Sports Plus One. The East Bay Outlaws seemed to get things on track this past week by making plays when they had to and pulling out the win in mud bowl conditions. The Hurricanes had a much better performance this past week on both offense as well as defense and looked to get their first win at their first home game. Outlaws, Hurricanes, this Saturday, the Great Bowl in Lodi, 5:30 kickoff. It's another great week of PCFL action. Go to thepcfl.com for game information and check out one nearest you. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Just want to remind everybody, one of the PCFL's own, Kevin Pringle, is a finalist in the Lucky Break contest for 95.7 The Game. The last show was this last Wednesday, so be sure to vote and show our support. Go to 957thegame.com for more info, and don't forget to share our show links on Facebook. I'm your host, Angry Mike, and I'll see you next time.